Get historical data from IB TWS in Python Part 3. In this video, you will create the contract, request the historical data, display the data in a list box with commas separating the date, time, open, high, low, close, and volume. And where we left off, the form looked like this. Okay, now scroll down to the bottom where it says connect to TWS, this function, and uncomment this out or type this in at the bottom. Register callback functions, and we'll do that function later. But for now, we'll do the contract, create the contract. And get rid of the pass. Now paste this information in here under the function contract creation. Okay, basically what this does, this thing here clears the contents of the list box. This cancels the historical data if there was a request previously. If not necessary. Get the symbol from the comma box and put it in this variable, my symbol. Create the contract here. So you get the symbol. The first one is the symbol. And you get that from the comma box under symbol. And then you set this to stock, which is STK, stands for stock. If it was an option, it would be OPT, I believe. Yes. And then the Smart Exchange, which is IB Smart Routing System. And then the primary exchange is set to NASDAQ. If this wasn't here, I think you can leave it out. But if you go and request, Microsoft, then it would come up with an error, ambiguous or something. So I just leave that in there. And the currency is US dollars. This gets the time now, and puts it in this format: year, month, day, hours, minutes, seconds. And this gets the duration from the combo box and puts that in duration variable. Same for the bar size. Okay, so here's where we create the request for historical data. The ticker ID number can be anything you want. I'm using 5, so you can use 2 if you want. The contract is from the contract we created earlier, so that goes in there. And the time now goes in there. And the duration from the combo box goes in here. Same with the bar size. What to show, you can have this as trades or midpoint, bid or ask, bid and ask, or historical volatility. And there's other options. You can get those from my website or the IB website, Interactive Brokers. Use RTH, which stands for use regular trading hours. 1 is regular trading hours, and 0 means all data pre-market and after hours. The date format is 1. The date will appear like this: year, month, day, and hours, minutes, and seconds. And it has to be in this format. Or no, it doesn't have to be in this format. That's what the format will be when it spits out the information. It'll come out like this. If you're using yearly data, you'll just get the date. You won't have the time. And then if you want it in Unix time form, you can change the 1 to a 2. Okay, next I want to put in a few more functions. So I'll put them in here after the contract creation function. Okay. Okay, and this register callback functions is what we uncommented out right here. So under connect to TWS, so that's called when we connect. Then assign error handling function, and next this error handling function here will print out any errors that we get from the server. Okay, and the server handler here gets the information from the server when a request is made, and the different information that comes out is the date, open, high, low, close, and volume. And I just made them into strings here. And so this creates a string containing all these: the date, open, high, low, close, volume, creates a string. Now when this information comes through at the end, it'll say finish, and I don't want that. So I just pass that by, or pass over it. And the stuff I do want, it prints it every time there's some information that comes in, and that puts it in the list box. And this prints it out to the Python shell. And it comes out as a tuple, I guess. And then if there's an error message, and then create contract here. This is some of the stuff you need. And it has to be in this form. And then it returns the contract. So you need the symbol, security type, exchange, primary exchange, and the currency. Okay, now let's give it a try. Should be all ready to request some data. Okay, now hit run or F5 and connect. Yes. And you can change the symbol from Microsoft to Netflix if you want here. You can change the date, although it has to be in this format. You can change the duration to 1 day to 1 year or 6 months. I'm going to leave it at 1 day. And you can change this from 5 minutes to 2 minutes or 1 day. But if you push 1 year and 5 minutes, that won't get you any data because it's too ridiculously out of range. So then you go to get data, and there you are. You get your comma separated date, open, high, low, close, and volume. You can make this any format you want. Right now I can't scroll down to all the data, but eventually I'd like to put scroll bars on here so you can scroll up and down. Also, this is how the data comes in on the Python shell. It's a tuple, I believe. Okay. In the next video, I'll do some options, see how that comes out. Until next time, please like and subscribe. And if you missed any of the code, that'll be on my website, sharpertradingimage.com. Thanks again. Bye.